Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard. We're out here at Pipeline getting ready for the Hubcity Amateur Championships. This is the last of the 3 courses that we're going to be playing for this tournament. I've put up practice rounds for each of the other 2 courses. I'd recommend going back and watching those if you haven't watched those yet, but this is going to be the last course. We're going to play tee times out here. So everybody's going to play from hole 1 through 18, and this is going to be rough. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. Because like I said in my last few videos, I think even par's 1,000 rated out here. So getting pars out here is going to be very important, and any birdies I can get at all are going to be really, really needed, because especially like starting on this hole, this is going to be rough. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, but y'all wish me luck, and let's go ahead and get into it. Right now we're on hole 1. This is a par 4, 504 feet. We're trying to just, on the tee shot, really just trying to throw something straight as far as we can, typically through this gap, but there are a few lucky gaps you can get through if you don't hit that gap. But once you get down there, we're going directly right, way up a hill with the basket being tucked up there. It's probably not even like, if you're in the middle of the fairway, you're probably not even like 150 feet from the basket, but you're literally going uphill probably a good 20 to 30 feet. So getting a really nice tee shot is going to make the birdie at least doable. But if you're not in perfect position, you're probably not going to be able to get up and down for a birdie on this hole. Oh, too much hyzer. Kick right though. Okay, I didn't hit anything, so I might be in like 18's fairway. But that's honestly not too bad, so because I'll probably just have to pitch up to the bottom of the hill and then pitch up to the basket. So I was right. I ended up in 18's fairway, but got a really nice gap right here to get up to the base of the hill. You can't really see the basket, but it's straight up this way. So there is a line to where if I wanted to go for it, I could, but it'd be so tight. And if I hit anything, it would just make that approach shot much more difficult. So just going to try and throw this, get around through the gap, cut around the corner, and just give myself an easy approach shot up to the green. That should be fine. Yeah, perfect. So from here, you can see what I'm talking about. It might not be 30 feet, maybe like 20, 15 to 20 feet, but still, you got to go way uphill, and you've got a few trees still in your way trying to go up there, but see what we can do. Yes, got around it. Okay. I should be really good. So I ended up going a little long, but this is not bad at all. Yes. All right, guys, we're on hole 2. This is a par 3, 390 feet. Basket's up here through this gap, tucked slightly off to the left, push forward maybe right 100 feet, I guess. Maybe it might be a little shorter than that, but pretty much what I'm trying to do is just throw something that's a little understable, trying to get to flip up to flat and just push through that gap and then hopefully fade through the gap while still pushing forward. If I can do that, I can get myself up there for a nice look, but biggest thing is I just don't want to hit anything early. I just want to get down there as best I can, just try and give myself a nice clean approach shot for the par. Might be a little too wide. Swing. Yeah, just a little too wide, but I should have at least somewhat of an approach shot in the green, but that's exactly what I need. Let me try one more. It's too wide too, unless it's, let's swing it back better. Okay, yeah, that'll probably be like the base of the hill, so I'll probably have like a 60-foot putt from that one, so I might go with that one just because it's got like the same kind of flight where like I'm getting it to flip up and push forward, but it's not flipping up and pushing straight as much as the first one did, but we'll see. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to see this, but I'm not too far from the basket, probably like right at 120 feet, but you can see the basket's on the side of a hill, so I really need to throw forehand, get to finish left, and just try and make it not roll as best I can. Oh, sit, stop. Oh no. All right, yep, not in a bad spot. Just got to get up and down best I can. Ooh, sit down. Ooh, geez. A little too much on that, but I shouldn't be too far past the basket. Whew, it's in. I had no luck finding that Orbit Vandal. I'm assuming it's somewhere down here off the left side, but I don't know if it has my name and number in it, but it's one of the Orbit Vandals you got in the players pack for the Trilogy Challenge this past year. So if anybody finds it, I'd really like to get that back. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This is a par 3, 305 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. Biggest thing you gotta do is decide which side of this tree you want to go on. You can go the forehand route, which is more of like a play for par, or you can go with like a flip up, try and push something straight through the middle. I'm gonna try that and just see how close I can get. A little too much hyzer. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna try one more with that. This a little bit flatter. That's better, but it's not as flippy as the first one. That's still a really good shot. That's like edge of circle 2 probably. Yep. So yeah, I don't know if I showed that shot or not, but I threw the king up here like edge of circle 1. So probably going with the king. So this thing's turned into a really sweet disc for me. All right, guys, we're on hole 4. This is a par 3, 507 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. It's not uncommon for people to want to lay up and just throw like 250-foot shot and then another 250-foot shot. Only thing for me is that shot feels almost as difficult, if not more difficult, than it is to just throw the shot down there. Because the biggest thing you got to worry about on going for it is throwing something into the tree line on either side of the fairway. As long as you keep the disc low to the ground and don't just sky it up in the air and let it fade out or something like that, you should be fine. But you also just got to pay attention to the fact that your disc is going to want to turn a little bit more than you're used to it wanting to. I would just say on this one, you could just throw it like about 5 feet to the left of where you normally would throw it, and it will fly about the same as you want to. Just make sure you throw a disc that actually has some late stability. But why'd you throw that on hyzer, you dummy? Fall straight down? Okay, that's not too bad actually. It sounded like it fell just straight down, but you got to get it flat. I threw it on hyzer for some stupid reason. But let's do the king. It's too low. Oh wow, that actually held a lot straighter than I thought it would. Okay, one more. That's way too much hyzer, but that almost worked. That's probably what I need to do. Just instead of trying to throw something farther left and bring in that tree line more into play, I just need to throw something that I know will flip and just to count on it flipping a little bit more than I'm used to. So yeah, ended up in an okay spot. I'm pretty lucky to not be any farther down because then I wouldn't really have an approach shot of the green. But really just got to make sure I turn this over, get it to bend left a good amount of ways, and then just flatten out. This is probably going to fade out on me a little bit, but that's fine. I'd rather be off to the right than the left. Oh, heck yeah. Perfect. Just a little too high. Dang it. I do that on uphill putts sometimes. Just overestimate how high I need to putt it because I know I need to putt it a little bit higher. That's going to be a nice par, too. All right, guys, we're on hole 5. This is a par 3, 199 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. This is probably the most gettable hole on the course, but as you can tell, this hole's got some teeth to it. But pretty much all you need to do is just get your straightest throwing putter and just throw it right at the basket. As long as you don't hit anything early, a par is pretty easy on this hole. Okay, it didn't roll. I knew as soon as I said, as long as you don't hit anything early, I was going to hit something early. Oh, turned over a little too much. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's a putt. Dang it. Should have gone straddle. I couldn't get enough power. All right, guys, we're on hole 6. This is a par 3, 320 feet. Off the tee, you're just trying to hit this gap with something on hyzer that's really flippy, so you can get the flip up and turn over into that gap, and then hopefully have it push straight near the end. If you can get it to keep its height throughout the entirety of its flight, you might be able to get up there for a putt, but this is one where you're kind of just hoping to see if you can get into circle 2. Ah, too low. Dang it. Keep going. Oh, that's worst case scenario. Probably need to go with something a little slower so I can get the flip a little earlier so I don't run into that stuff, but I need to throw a fairway drive on this hole if I want to get up there for a birdie putt. Let me try the mid real quick. Doesn't help when you throw it early. Go, 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 go. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's really good. That might be like a 40-footer. That'd probably be the play. I didn't think I could really get something that would bend that late, but that disc actually matches the fairway perfectly when I throw it flat. I'll have to keep that in mind. All right, so this didn't end up in as bad of a spot as I thought it was going to be, but I don't know if par is really going to be in play. We just have to see with how well this forehand roller goes. Find out when we get up there. I almost gave up looking for it. I didn't realize it was just right here next to the basket. Holy crap. Whew. All right, guys, we're on hole 7. This is a par 3, 312 feet. Pretty much what you're going to do off the tee is just throw a forehand that'll hit this gap, push straight, and then fade out hard right. Because basically the basket's like 50 feet right of the middle of this fairway, but you pretty much have to go do like a 90-degree turn because the tree line you can see in front of us is probably not even 20 feet past the basket. If you do hit the gap, it's pretty easy to go long on this hole. So really just trying to throw something that I know can barely get that far, but will give me that nice consistent finish towards the end. Don't hit anything. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll probably have like a short approach shot from there. Okay, so it looks like I hit up on the hill and then just rolled down here. I'm still not too far from the basket. Just got a little bit trickier of an approach shot. Granted, I do have a backstop this time, which would have been the complete opposite if I was still up there. But try and give it a little bit of a bid. Almost. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. This is a par 3, 350 feet. The fairway is kind of shaped like a question mark where you're pushing straight, it bends left, kind of goes straight again, then the basket's tucked off to the right. The perfect shot on this hole would be a flex forehand that you with something that's pretty straight to kind of understable, so it'll kind of push straight, bend off the right side fairway, and then flatten out and push straight towards the basket. But the play I like to do is take something that's kind of understable, hug this left side, and just kind of get to flip up into that gap and just push straight. I haven't really got down there for a putt, but it gives me a pretty easy, like 100-foot approach shot most of the time. And typically you want to be on the left side of this fairway because it's a lot more open than the right side. So it kind of ensures that you're going to be off to the left on this one. I pulled it. Kick left. Go, 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 go. Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's in the fairway. I might not be able to throw a forehand from there, but I should at least be able to get myself in the circle for a putt. Okay, so I'm not as tucked off as I thought I was to the right side, so got an open forehand. Just gonna try and put this under the basket. Push, 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 push. Ooh. Okay, that's a little short, but I think I'll be inside the circle. Yes, there we go. All right, guys, we're on hole 9. This is the final hole of the video. This is a par 4, 512 feet. Off the tee, you're just trying to get something through this gap that'll bend right and push straight at the same time. Once you get up on top of this hill, you've got about 300 feet left of the pin through a pretty tight wooded fairway. So you really got to throw a really good shot off the tee to even really have a chance at a birdie. But this one, I'm pretty much just playing for par. I might be able to get one up there, but I don't really have a distance driver I could get up there, so I'm probably just gonna have to go fairway, which means I'm probably not gonna be able to get the distance off the tee, but we'll see. That's a little too straight, I think. That's on top of the hill, though. I'll probably have like 350 feet to the pin from there, so probably just be playing for par from that, but a par on this hole is gonna be really, really good. The bad part about being where I am is I'm really not lined up with either fairway on this hole, so I really just gotta do some kind of scramble shot and just see how close I can get. I think I'm just gonna try to throw something for forehand at this tree, try and get it bend off of it the left side and just push straight. If I do that, I might be able to get down there for a putt, but this is more just gonna try to ensure that I get an easy par on this hole. That looks really good. Fade. Oh, yes. Let's go. I don't know if that's going to be a putt, but that's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, I wanted that so bad. Ah, man. Oh. Ah, dang. Getting a par on this hole feels like a birdie. So if I would have made that, oh my gosh. All right, guys, that finished up the front 9 out here. I'm really happy with how I'm playing today. I'm playing like 10 times better than I have in a long time, especially compared to the first 2 practice rounds I've done. This is way better. So hopefully I just keep this going into the back 9. I don't really feel like there's too big of a difference between the front 9 and the back 9 out here. Some of the more difficult holes are on the back 9, I guess, but it's still like the same theme. There's like 1 or 2 more open holes on the back 9, so I don't know. I would say they're pretty mirrored, but just got to keep it up. I'm doing really good with the mental thing I talked about in the last video. Just not focused on what I can do wrong, focusing on what I'm doing right, and just got to keep that up tomorrow. So y'all wish me luck. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.